Hi, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. I'm just here to pop down a card for today for us. I'm going to have a little shuffle of the Faulkner Tarot deck. This is the black and white version, as usual. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle of this and see what we've got. There we go. Let's just have a little shuffle of the cards. So I've got them all upside down and muddled up here somehow. Okay, I think that's okay now. Right, let's just have a little shuffle and see what we've got. Okay, right, so for today we have the Temperance card. So Temperance is a bit like a swear word to an Aries, to be honest. So it's a card that talks about patience and taking things slowly, being calm, being cool, all of those kind of things that Aries energy really isn't. So when it comes up in a reading for me, I find it quite a tough one, to be honest, because as you know, if you've listened to my stuff before, you know that I'm an Aries, so I have that kind of fiery sign nature and I just want to get stuff done. So Temperance is kind of saying you can't do that at the moment. You need to go slowly, you need to be patient, you need to allow things to evolve, you need to just calm yourself down, basically. So in terms of a card for the day, it's quite a nice peaceful energy. It's very gentle, everything mooches along slowly and smoothly. So it's a lovely energy. It's a really, really lovely card. In terms of relationships and all that sort of thing, it says, you know, all of your relationships can be warmer, they can be more gentle, more caring, more loving, all of that really nice, soft, gentle energy. It's, you know, all the kind of like family relationships, things that can be a little bit touchy sometimes are better today. It's a much more warm and fussy energy. So it's a much, much calmer energy than we've had previously over the last few days. So it's quite a smooth sailing card, really, but it's a really nice, gentle, smooth energy, very warm, I would say. If I had to describe Temperance in one word, it would probably be warm. Or I sort of see it in a slightly different way, obviously, so I would say warm and slow. So it is a slow energy. It's no getting away from it. It does ask you to take things slowly and to allow things to evolve and to kind of go with the flow a little bit and be in that energy of being very gentle. So in terms of a card for the day, slow, steady, warm and gentle. You can expect your family relationships to be good. You can expect relationships with other people to be good, working relationships, you know, love relationships, friends, all of that kind of thing is all nicely looked after when it comes to Temperance. So you can expect that. You can expect things to be, you know, needing patience. So you can't expect for today to be able to just go, right, I'm going to get that done. It's going to require more patience than that. It's going to require you to take it slowly and to just kind of go with it bit by bit by bit and allow it to kind of flow to you. So I'm going to put down one of these mystical shaman cards again that we just started to work with last week. So again, I'm going to say to you, just bear with me with these because they're new to me as well. So obviously I'm going to use my intuition too to read them and to look at the energy around them. But I'm also still using the guidebook because it's a very different system. The symbology on it is quite different to what's on the tarot. And it's just a very different energy. I was actually reading watching one of Colette Baron Reid's videos the other day, and she does a weekly version of this. So she does a weekly version using tarot, using her oracle cards, and she's using these ones at the moment. And she was actually saying to people that she, for this particular deck, is recommending people continue to use the book, because a different word may jump out of that piece of writing about the card on any given day. So she's kind of advocating using the book. So I'm kind of feeling a bit better about using the book at the moment. I don't really like using books that much, because I kind of don't like to be too driven by what others might think about the cards. I like to kind of feel my way through it and kind of see what is coming out for me. But you know, this is a very, like I say, it's a very different system. So I'm kind of using the book because out of necessity, really, just to understand the cards a little bit better. So, okay, we got the medicine wheel with this. So I have had this card come up in a reading that I've done for somebody else recently. So for that particular person, it was talking about direction and being able to see which direction you want to go in, and you know, there were numerous options for her. So it feels like to me that is what this card talks about. Hi, thank you for tuning in. So the medicine wheel talks about that. It talks about a wheel, talks about having lots of different directions. You know, you can see the arrows are here. You've got an arrow telling you forwards, sideways, backwards. So it, to me, was talking about different options, and there you had a lot of like powerful animals in here. You've got like an eagle, you've got your snake, you've got your little hummingbird up here, you've got your leopards. So all of these different, very strong, powerful animals, but very different energies. You know, they do have very, very different energies. The snake often talks about healing, different kinds of healing that might be needed. The leopard obviously is a leopard, so it's a very, you know, strong, powerful energy. I always think the leopard's got a slightly kind of stealthy energy to it. The eagle I really like, because the eagle, you talk about being eagle-eyed, don't you? You talk about being able to see very clearly. And then you've got this tiny little hummingbird up here that is kind of zooming about. They tend to sort of, you know, hover for a little while and then they zoom off, don't they, in a direction. So there's a load of different options in there, and I think it's probably saying to you, there's a lot going on and there's a lot of different options, and you just have to decide which is your preference. You know, do you prefer the eagle? Do you prefer the leopard? Do you prefer the snake? Do you prefer the hummingbird? Do you prefer the forwards, backwards, sideways? All these different options are open to you, so you can do whichever of them that you really like and that you really want to. With the temperance card coming in with that, I feel like that's saying take your time, think about all your different options. So let me have a look and see what it actually says in the book, and see what the actual meaning is that she gives for this. So she says the medicine wheel. It says here, it says the medicine wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions being well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycle of nature, and the pattern of the cosmos. So it basically is kind of saying that this is the whole, and you have all these different options within it. So the invitation, which is what we have here because the card's the right way up, it says to manifest clear blue skies in your life, it's important that you take a look at certain aspects of your being. Enter the medicine wheel from the south to reflect on how you are clinging to events from the past. Continue to the west and you'll notice which relationships are toxic. Step to the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion, and show it. And the east is visualising what you want to look at in the next chapter of your life. So, you know, there's a different animal for each different a different thing, so a different direction. So your snake is kind of healing your past. Your jaguar would be, you know, kind of looking back at what the stealthiness, it comes to me with jaguar, the leopard, and it just feels to me like there's, you know, any kind of mischief or something that might have been going on, stuff in your past that might not have been that healthy for you. And then you've got this kind of eagle that takes you onwards to be, to help you to see more clearly, to have a clear vision. So, you know, it just is talking to you about being able to look at all these different aspects of who you are, where you've been, where you've come from, things that have happened in your past, things that are happening right now, and where you want to go. So it's taking an overview, I guess, really is the best way of describing that. I like it in terms of direction. I feel it's really important. The direction is important to me. That's what jumps out in the cards to me. So, you know, you decide what your direction's going to be, and you see what you want to see, and you go in the direction that you choose. And Temperance says basically take your time. Take your time to investigate this. So you need to heal. This is something you need to let go. Are you clear about where you are going? And all of that different energy. I can't remember what she said about this little hummingbird up at the top. Let me just have a quick look, because that slipped my mind for some reason. Whatever she said about that, hasn't sunk in for some reason. Okay, so to the north. Okay, do I know my passion? And show it. So, you know, this direction up here is talking about what is it that you're passionate about? You know, what would you like to be able to express? You know, I guess these little hummingbirds and little birds like that are really colourful and vibrant, aren't they? Very creative in their energy. The way they look is very creative, lots of different colour. So have a look at all your options. Have a look at what you need. Have a look at what you want, and have a look at where you want to go. Temperance says take your time. So do take your time. I'll leave that where we are for now, and I'll be back again tomorrow to do another little card for the day. Yeah, I think that's all I can say really about that medicine wheel. It's left me in a bit of a place where I'm thinking, oh, that's interesting. Might need to think more about that. So I'll leave it with you. Hopefully it's done that for you too. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.